Hello everybody, this is Cheri at djsundry.blogspot.com, and today I was thinking about, it's almost July, and there are certain times a year that we think about giving treats. We give treats at Christmas, some people give treats at Halloween, we give treats at Valentine's Day, and maybe birthdays or different parties. But then I got to thinking about how important it is to give treats to the ones that we love, just for no reason at all, just for the fun of it. And so I thought today I would make some treat bags. Now this is just a share. I'm going to show you the products that I used, and then I'm going to show you two different treat bags. So to start with, I wanted to use some bags. Now I have these little paper bags, and these are just from the Paper Studio. They are 3.5 by 2 and 0.125, so what is that, 2 1/8 or something like that, 2 1/4, less than 2 1/4, 2 1/8, and then by 6.75, and they're just little paper bags, and I had picked these up from Hobby Lobby pretty inexpensively. And then the other one that I did are just these are 4 15/16, so almost 5 inches by just over 6.5 inch plastic cellophane bags, so I thought I'd use those as well. So then we needed something to make them look fun. So I used a whole variety of products. I used my 2-inch Fiskars punch. I used my Art Philosophy cartridge, and the one that I used was this little Circle 5, and I just cut it at 1.5 inches out of blue paper. Now all of the paper that I used today was just paper that I pulled out of my scrap bin. I may have used one full sheet that I cut for the white, but the others were just pieces of paper that I pulled out of my scrap bin. And then I used a couple of different inks. I used Smoky Plum and Ruby exclusive inks from Close to My Heart. I used some fun glitter tape. This is from American Crafts, and I used gold and I used blue, and then there's plastic on this one so you can't really see it, but it was a nice purple color. And then I used 3 different stamp sets, and I know you're thinking, boy, that was a lot. You don't need to use 3 different stamp sets. I just wanted the things from 3 different stamp sets. So the first one that I used, this is the June stamp of the month from Close to My Heart, and we're almost out of time to do that. But if you place an order by the end of June 30th at by midnight on June 30th, and if your order is more than $50, you can get this stamp set for just $5. And I'll put a link in the description box below, as well as to my blog, from my blog to the store where you can get that. And you can just place an individual order for $50 or more, and you can get this fun stamp set. And I have to tell you, Close to My Heart ships really quickly, so depending on where you live, you might even get it in time if you placed it right away to do some 4th of July stuff. But I used the one here that says "You're the Bomb," and this does coordinate with the Art Philosophy cartridge, and so that's why I used the Art Philosophy cartridge. I have this other one, which was from my upline, who so graciously gave it to me, and it is so super fun. This is Backgrounds. It's called In the Background, and I used the chevron. Now this is one that is going to stay in the new catalog when the new catalog comes out in August, so that's super exciting because I think this is just such a fun stamp set. And then this one, I have to tell you, when I saw this, I knew that I wanted it. I knew that I needed to have it. This is a Hostess exclusive, and it will no longer be available after the end of July, so if you want this stamp set, you're going to have to book a party. And I would love to book a party with you, just even an online party, and you could get this stamp set. And why do I love it? Look at this one up in the corner. It says "Enjoy the Little Things." And when the instant I saw it, I knew that it was one that I really wanted for my collections, because you know me, and I say enjoy the little things. I also use this little swirly top for the flower, and I'll show you how I use that in just a second. So let's put those aside, and we will get to the treat bags. Now I made 2 completely different treat bags. This one is actually a treat bag that I'm going to give to a coworker who likes Almond Joys, but who is very disciplined and is very good about not eating them. And I thought, well, this would be really a fun little thing. She could put it in her desk or whatever, and it's just the mini ones, so she could have it when she wanted it. And so what I did is I just took a piece of paper, and this is just white cardstock, And I think this is just some Georgia Pacific cardstock that I had. And I cut it 5 inches wide by 4 inches long, and then I scored it in the middle. And then I took the background in this ruby ink. Now, see how it looks pretty light and rugged? That's not because I did a bad stamping job. That's actually because I used what's called a second generation of stamping. And so what does that mean? That means I took the stamp and I inked it up really well, and I stamped it on just a scratch piece of paper. And then, without re-inking the stamp, I put the second set right on this, so it would be a little bit lighter. If you notice this that says "You're the Bomb," it's a lot darker. It's the same ink. It's just that this is the first time and this is the second time. And then, so I used the purple, I'm sorry, it's blue. The blue paper is what I use my 2-inch cutter for. And I have that popped up on some foam tape. And I put the "You're the Bomb," and that's from the Art Philosophy cartridge. And then I made little banners out of the gold glitter tape, and then the blue glitter tape I just put across as a strip. And that strip is actually hiding the front of my staples that I used. I used my tiny attacher from Tim Holtz to attach my staples, and so that's kind of hiding it from the front. From the back I didn't really care. So that was the first one. I thought that was fun. It didn't take very long to make, and it'll be a fun treat. And then the next one is my favorite. Ready for this? This is the back side of it. Purple chevrons. Isn't that fun? That pack of of bags came with all different colors. And so these are the purple chevrons, and when you look over the front, this is where the magic happens. So I took the smoky plum and I stamped my sentiment, "Enjoy the little things," and then I hand trimmed it out from the white piece of scrap that I did it on. And then I found a little purple piece of scrap, and I'm not sure where that purple came from. I think it may be paper tray ink, but I'm not sure because it was just a little tiny piece that I had in my scrap bin. And I attached them together. I popped them up on foam tape, and then I took a strip of that gold glitter tape and put it across, and then I put some little gold sequins on it. And then when I was all done, I thought, man, that looks kind of a little bit plain. So that's when I pulled out that swirly flower, and that's when I did the second generation stamping. And you can see here on my scratch, this is the first stamping, and then just peeking below is the second stamping. So what I did is I inked it up with my smoky plum, put it here on my scrap, and then I went over the top of my letters. So it's really light, but it just adds a little bit of extra dimension and texture. And I'm not sure what I'm going to put in this yet. That's why it's not opened up and filled. And then I will probably just barely bend this over, and then on the back maybe use some more of that glitter tape to seal it. I haven't quite decided yet. So there we have some treat bags, just to remind somebody to enjoy the little things and that I really appreciate them. So thanks so much for stopping by today, and remember for you to take some time and enjoy the little things as well. Have a great day. Bye.